is doable to make a standard keyboard or resell in the keyboard market, shift your audience slightly, either towards a specific age group or a specific use case group, make some color changes, make some branding changes, maybe add a certain feature in the software, and then you have your tiny mark niche in that kind of field. You don't require a ton of development effort for this. You don't need to build a huge brand around it. You can basically just do it. It can go really well if the market segment goes, or if you're in the right market at the right time, and it gives you a foot to then build more of that. Like there are several of like the current Chinese gaming keyboard products that have gotten like significant amounts of share. Heck, a different market, Creality, in the 3D printing space, started in a similar kind of vein, right? Like Prusa was the company that said, we think this is a good 3D printer design. This is the right direction to go forward. i3 printers. Everyone started making these designs because, well, Prusa made all of it open source. Then we had all of these copycat products that either changed absolutely nothing or removed a lot of things to make it cheaper or added very small features in certain fields. On the one hand, this has moved that entire segment massively forward, where a ton of new innovation came in the field because everything was open. But on the other hand, it created like large competitors out of thin air. Yeah, like especially if we look into the very recent field, Bamboo Labs, with the Core XY printers, where now the new Prusa printer came out, and the comparison no longer looks as favorable as it did in the past. And it becomes kind of the question of, well, do we now buy product because we like their philosophy? That's really the kind of argument we make now, given that they are the company that really started this kind of idea. Even earlier, when I go back to like when we were still in Venture Lab, one of our professors there talked a lot about how there are two types of market theories on which companies become successful. I think these two market theories reflect this idea of going with an idea or going according to a market need or pushing a trend or creating the trend. That kind of is mirrored in this economic science field. The discussion is which company prevails over long times and becomes successful. The company that has ideas and creates the most innovative products with the best research, or the company that is best at executing ideas. So who wins, the innovator or the producer? And there's a lot of examples for both styles of companies where sometimes making one thing cheaper, better, more effectively, in larger quantity, etc., can be all you need to go from tiny niche product to a massive corporation. Countless examples in history for this.
Yeah.
And then there are some companies that exist basically entirely because of their how innovative they are and the new products they bring to market that are really hard for other companies to achieve, where their main value is within their IP, in their ideation and research. Let's take ASML as an example, right?
Right.
ASML does not win because their manufacturing process is better. It's because they know how to make a machine that is better than anything else. And it's a really interesting dynamic, because in most markets we have both of these styles of companies competing basically directly.
Right.
Everyone has a different philosophy on which of these two styles is in the end going to be superior.
I mean, I guess like taking the approach of, like being the producer is a lot safer. It's kind of like the risk of being the innovator, It's kind of like, are you gonna be the one that pushes the boundaries of a certain product and say, fuck it, we're gonna, try to take this big risk, or are we gonna play it safe and just follow the trends on the market and just try to grow in that space?
Yeah, I fully agree. Like, one of them is a lot more risk taking, right? You have to constantly be willing and trust your assessment enough to make these leaps of, okay, this is actually the right move going forward. While in the manufacturing side of things, it's a lot more calculatable. You know what the market need is, you know what the numbers are, you know what it will cost you, you know what the competitive field is. You can really study a market inside and out, and then make the thing that the market core is already formed around slightly better. It's a philosophy topic in the end.